Yeah. Okay, so why am I groaning? Well, let's put it this way, guys. Today I'm supposed to go do a job for Jimmy this morning with the Four Sisters, and frankly, I'm not in the mood. For those of you who don't know, those four water heaters that are plumbed in parallel have been a notorious problem for him because of his hard water in Stockbridge. And for a long time, he didn't have a water softener installed, and then basically the things are full of calcium buildup. Lovely. And so today I'm going to have to deal with that. He wants to replace the Four Sisters. I don't know what he wants to replace them with, but lugging out 4 40-gallon water heaters is not exactly what I call a fun day. That's why I'm not wearing the best clothes I got, because these clothes are all ripped up and old, because I figured, well, I'm stuck doing that job. I'm not going to ruin my better dresses trying to lug around water heaters that are all full of crusty, and you put them in around 2010, 2011, and they're already shot. So, yeah, so like I said, I'm not exactly enthusiastic about it. Let's see. Now, speaking of another project that was going to be done, has to do with the video on this here. We got to eventually get the better cable and the better connectors for this camera so we can get better video consistently. But trust me, that it's not that big of an issue, but it's just annoying. So this morning I'm going to be running out on our way onto Stockbridge, Massachusetts, which is above us, because it's in more of the mid New England state of Massachusetts, and it's a don't even ask me about cell phone service up there. I don't even know if they have cell phone service up there in Stockbridge. The last time I was up there, all they had was 2G. I don't even think they have LTE at all. Don't ask me. I don't know. So part of me says, I would like to just skip out of this job and say, screw it. Because I really don't enjoy doing the job. It's just, it's just one of those jobs that just sort of just irks you after a while. Anyway, for those of you who did wonder why in the heck's name did Brylan's stream turn out to be such a pile of frame-dropping garbage, blame OBS for automatically enabling use carrier recommended settings for streaming and ignoring everything I told it. I guess they thought that it would be more convenient to basically assume that Mama knows best approach to streaming. The thing is that the default settings would work fine with LTE or maybe a cable setup, but I have DSL, and so it left me with something that looked like an old Flickr show. Need I say that Brylan is a little bit pissed? Here she hits level 18 and she can't even show you consistently the excitement of reaching 18, and now I can make an excellent little machinima right there. Well, we'll have to see what happens. But that's this morning, of course. After I come back from Stockbridge and dealing with the Four Sisters, I don't like to deal with the Four Sisters. So Mike asked me, he says, how come Jimmy didn't ask me? How come you didn't recommend my services to Jimmy? I said, Mike, you weren't here. You should ask him that. I mean, he's supposed to be coming around after 12 noon. There's no reason why you can't talk to him about it. You know, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's what I would do, is just talk to Jimmy yourself. The only problem is, technically, is that Aries and Taurus are not exactly mutual buddies. Taurus and Aries like horns. They don't always get along well. So I'll have to see how those two are going to work out, if they could even work a deal out. That's one of the reasons why sometimes Ed and the landlord Jimmy never worked out quite that well either, because they were both. Ed is also a Taurus. But I usually get along with most people. So I'll have to see what happens. We had a lot of viewers last night. It didn't break any records or nothing, but we had a lot of viewers last night's stream. Almost 160 of them. And that was good, because we got a chance to show and people different things. But it's the morning, you know how it is. Starting next week, really kicks. I guess Mother was able to finally talk some sense into the spring story, because finally the temperatures are going to be warming up. I do understand. The Main Street Diner at the Main Street Cafe in Stockbridge. Well, we'll see. We'll have to see what Jimmy's got planned. Probably lunch, considering the fact is that we got to deal with all this stuff. But when this place that this motel he turned into an apartment complex. Originally, there was a central boiler, which was used to heat the hot water and also provide residential heating as well. And then they originally went to electric heat later on. How you doing, Burger Boy? They took out the old oil burner and they put in 6 electric water heaters. So 6 or 7, I think they're 6. 4 of them are connected together, and 3 of them are independently operated. So I feel bad for Brylan. Brylan, there she was. She hit level 18, and now she couldn't even show her success at hitting level 18, because her live stream looks like a flip book, because the stupid OBS decided that they wanted to make set the stream to its decided decision to set it to something like 1,400 to 2,000 frames or megabits, which means that my poor Frontier couldn't provide enough data rate. I dream of one day affording one of those tankless water heating systems. Yeah, they're good for the bathroom, I guess. But on the other hand, the electric ones use a lot of energy to run. easily 30 to 40 amps just to run them on 240. Um, the natural gas ones are better, but they still have to be vented to the outside, and they still require electricity running most ignition systems. Well, do you want air conditioning or no air conditioning? I still strongly believe in hot water heat. Um, I like hot water heat with hot water baseboards because they're quiet. They don't make a lot of noise. There's no filters to change. Um, if you want to have individual air conditioners in the rooms, that's not a problem. You could either go with in the wall air conditioners or a mini split. So I would say probably just go with a standard hot water heating system, gas or oil, or even wood or coal if you really choose. How you doing, Rachel? I would stay away from hot air, especially if you have asthma, because hot air, unless you are very meticulously changing the filters and cleaning out the ducts and the dust buildup and the dander, you're gonna be miserable if you have asthma and hot air heat. And then also don't forget the individual room air conditioning systems also have an advantage, especially if you go through one of those through the wall ones like you see in motels, is they can also provide area heating as well. So you could use, it's a heat pump. So basically, when it's you don't want to turn the whole house heating system on, if you got one of those through the wall heat pumps, you just basically turn those on um, to warm up the room for the auxiliary heat. Obviously, it would be just not need for the electric heating element because all you would do then is you would just turn on the regular heating system if it's really cold enough. Yeah, yeah, that definitely. I got asthma, so every time I get in the house with hot air heat, especially if the person hasn't been changing the filters, oh my god, it can get pretty bad in there, especially if the heating system's been badly neglected. You are going to be breathing dust and dander and mites, and because it circulates it from room to room. Um, well, tankless water heater could work for that, but I think a standard water heater for everyday use would be fine. In fact, your plumber could even connect the two systems together. So for your shower, the tankless water heater could be used for just the showers, or you need lots of hot water in a quick hurry. And the standard domestic water heater can be used to. Well, let's put it this way: if you go with a standard water heater, go with a gas one. Don't go with an electric hot water heater. There is no way you're going to be able to take any long shower with an electric water heater. Personal experience. Okay, go with a natural gas or propane fired water heater if you're gonna go with a standard tank or tankless, because at least the tank type also doesn't necessarily need electricity to run. I mean, some of the newer ones do have electronic ignition, but most of the older ones still use a pilot. So which means that even if the power fails, as long as you have water pressure, you can still have a hot take a hot bath. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Right, right. Yeah, you can take a long shower. It's also good for your deep fryer too. What I definitely would say is definitely just screw the electric option. I mean, God, I would never. I have lived in places. I was a maintenance contract, our maintenance guy, our maintenance gal in this case, for a landlord that had gas water heaters, and maintenance person for a place that had electric water heaters, which is this guy, and the gas ones tend to work better, and they tend to get more BTUs when properly adjusted, so the water recovers faster. So that's a big plus. Well, that's from experience. It's not necessarily from some textbook. That's from personal experience. And oh, by the way, there is a way you can even forego the circulator pumps for a hydronic hot water system if you want to. It's called convection hot water heat, which is a little more complicated to install than the standard one with a circulator pump. But basically, hot water rises, cold water sinks. So basically, you got a boiler in the basement that heats the water, and as it slowly creeps its way around the pipe system, the problem is the pipes are huge to do that. What's my background? Jacqueline of all trades, expert at none. I've been through it all. HVAC is actually something I've always been kind of curious as a kid about. Originally, I was thinking about becoming a plumber, believe it or not. Instead, I got trained into as an electrician. Because, like in the first grade, I knew a kid in first grade that was a plumber. So instead, I ended up getting trained. I got training as a Sparky. But I certainly still know my way around the water system. Oh, that's one thing actually I do like is those old radiators. Either the British ones or the American cast iron radiators are best. I think they hold the most amount of heat. Yeah. What's my background? As you can see, that's Winstead. That's live my home street here of my hometown. That's a live scene in Winstead where I live. Well, the water heater. The hydronic systems are kind of similar to those, but they got heated water coming from a central boiler. Instead of having electric heating elements inside the unit, which heats the oil inside the radiator. And them things get hot. Actually, even the oil fired ones get hot too. Have you ever had people using a Russian stove designed for a home? I'm not sure what a Russian stove is, if you could want to describe it. Well, that's the burger boy. That's commonly how it's done. Central heating is in the design of the home is indeed a major factor of home design. Go with steam heat, for example. You're gonna have to remember you're gonna be dealing with risers and radiators. Um, and so it's best to have everything as a straight line. Hot air systems, for example, you got to remember that the walls have to be a little wire to support the pleniums and ducts. You can't just, if you decide to go with the mini splits, then obviously you get a little more flexibility, but you're still going to need a place for the evaporator unit outside. Okay. Well, I know there's a Finnish version of that. Sounds like something that's similar to Finnish stoves also in the traditional Finnish home. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds a little like the Finnish version. What they used to have in the UK was the hearth. The cast iron kitchen stove would heat the hot water for the bath and everything else. For the central heating in about 1900. So there was a hot water jacket behind it. So again, by convection, the water would get hot. It would go to the water storage tank in the attic, and then the cold water would circulate back down to be reheated again. Yeah. I'm sure there's many versions. Well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why in the United States, even the kitchen still remains the central room of the home, because that was where the hearth was. So you would all gather around the major fire in the kitchen. So watch 1900 House if you want to see what I'm talking about. How the British homes were heated in the 1900s. You'd be surprised. There are some American homes that are heated the same way today. Yeah. Did you see all the terrible accidents that happened during the Texas winter storm from people trying to heat? No, but I certainly can believe it. Because some people really didn't put much thought into safety. Or they would just, if we have to open up the Google Meets, just open it up. We have to open that up. Because what it was is that people were so desperate to keep warm that they were coming up with all kinds of ingenious, but not paying attention to the fact is that carbon monoxide buildup, fires could start because of improperly maintained. I mean, even for a temporary heating system, especially if you're, have a wood stove going, gotta make sure it has the proper flue. Gotta make sure you check for carbon monoxide and stuff like that. Not everybody was really thinking about that. Yeah. Some Olympic comment said, I'm stealing your disability. No, you're not stealing. That's my money. I don't even know why anyone would say that. So anyway, homeless Mike and I don't know if he's still here. I think he's on the couch. Yeah, he's on the couch. It looks like. I'm gonna ask Jimmy if homeless Mike can help us out on this project. Since if he's gonna be what he said he's gonna be, he's gonna need a grunt to help carry water heaters out of there. Yeah. Oh, I never heard of that person. As far as I know, I mean, they could be anybody. Finally, looks like Mother was finally able to talk some common sense into the spring steward, because we're going to be seeing weather warming up a lot in the next few days. Yeah, I got hair there. Yeah, hair. So we're going to be seeing a warm up in the next few days. Do. How come you never come on the panel, Rachel, when there's no one here right now? Why don't you come on the panel for a little bit? By the way, we might get some snowflakes tonight. I was gonna buy some more of the glue for my ears, but I gotta wait until the temperature stays above 0 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, it's gonna freeze. Okay. Because if the glue gets below 0 freezes, it turns into a gloppy mess you can't use. So I have to get the glue while it's still warm. And as I said, it's going to be warming up by Tuesday. So it makes sense for me to go ahead and put the order in on Tuesday. I've been addicted to point pusher machines lately. What do you mean? You mean slot machines or something like coin sorting machinery or vending machines for like laundromat coin operated washers and dryers? So Wednesdays, cars are driving around on Main Street. They say that I only looked at this real quickly. They say that jobless claims have dropped down to pandemic levels. What the hell does that mean? Jobless claims have dropped down to pandemic levels. You guys implying that we've been out of a job, more job losses than we were during the pandemic? What are we in now? No, so it didn't say pre-pandemic. It said pandemic levels. Go figure that one out. Like, it's obvious that people are obviously looking for work. You can't blame them. People have to go back to work. Their whole world depends on making a living. You can't make a living, you're not going to be around very long. That's just a sad reality. I got a good deal on the Can-C eye drops, which looked pretty interesting. Somebody was selling brand new ones for $23 for a box in Brooklyn, New York. So, and I was going to get 4 boxes. So, 3 boxes, I'm sorry. So, I'd have enough for 3 months. And then I found a good deal on the adhesive, the Prozaid and Prozaid glue remover. Figuring, well, why not try out the glue remover so I can clean off my ears and give them a fresh new start every so often. But oh, a minute, someone's ringing my phone. Hold on a minute. Do you ever give me a chance to pick the phone before you hang up on me? Or lose voicemail? Or both? Hi, Ed. This is me. Right now, I'm live on my show. Sorry I missed your call. I was just trying to get up, that's so I could answer the phone, which is in the bedroom. Unfortunately, I didn't get to it in time. But anyway, I have to finish my show, and then supposedly I have to go to Starbucks to deal with the water heaters over there and Jimmy. So I don't know if I'll be free, but leave me a message, and I will get back to you as soon as I'm done. Okay? Thanks. Uh, do you leave a message? I don't know. Just leave the sound. Okay. Okay. All right, sorry about that. It was Ed, but he didn't leave a message. And I got to the phone and it already stopped ringing, so I couldn't get to it any sooner than I could. So I just said to him that I'll have to call him back when I'm done. So yeah. So where are we now? It's one of those slow days. It's a slow day, yeah. Not a lot going on. So, give me 5 minutes. Well, it's more than 5 minutes now, that's for sure. Okay. Turn on the captions. So I have them on. Do 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 do. Uh yeah, so anyway, it's gonna be a pretty ordinary day, but like I said, I was just a little bit wondering what Ed wanted. Sorry, just trying to return your call. Doesn't he ever listen to my voicemail? I have no idea. It's like, come on, Ed, give me a break. Uh, you want to try calling Ed on the show? You got nothing else going on. Yeah, I can try. See, he's got 2 phone numbers now. He has an old phone number and a new number. So let's see if I can reach out to Ed here. See if I can. See if I can reach out to Ed. Make sure I can find this number here. You know, you gotta update his phone number in your contact list. Oh my god, that's an old, ancient number from God knows when. No. Yeah. Never mind. It's not gonna do any good to call a number that is no longer in service. So wonder what I wanted. Well, get your cell phone and try calling him back. Ugh. All right, let me go get my phone real quick. Ouch. Yeah, I know. I gotta fix the green screen. It's not set it straight up. No. I thought my Google phone number contacts were synced with my Google Voice plan. I guess it wasn't, and I was like, kind of surprised. So let's see. Let me get Google Voice up here again, and see if we can add his number to the contacts list. Okay, contacts. All right, so these things are old, man. Oh, wow. All right, so let me go ahead. Okay, it seems ready to join the panel. Oh, okay, I'll get that up on the screen. Oh, okay, it's Skynet. How you doing?
Good morning.
Doing all right. I gotta just try to call back Ed and see what he wanted.
Oh.
So I'm gonna call him on Google Voice and we can get him on the show too.
Yeah, see if he wants to come.
Oh, I'll see if he's free. I don't even know if he's in, and I'm gonna try to call his number. It's man.
See if he is free to come.
What's that?
I said, see if he is free to come.
Let's see if we can get him the answer first.
I know we've been looking to come. Let's see if he wants to come.
40. Okay. Let's see. I don't think he's used to talking to us.
Please leave your message for 860-577-4450.
Oh.
I wonder what that last number was.
Don't worry about it. It's not there anyway.
You're right. That number isn't there. We don't know what it is. There's only 9 of them, but I guess there's actually 10.
Somebody's to go in the panel here. Hold on a second here. It's Schmicklecat. Go ahead, Skynet. How you doing?
Hi, this is Skynet.
Hey, this is Schmecklecat.
Yeah. What's going on, Michelle? Just chilling?
Yeah. Literally is chilling because it's not quite that warm right now.
Yeah, it's real cold where I'm at. I got some snow.
Yeah.
I'm mad at this Autumn Stewart.
What's going on, Michelle? How's it going?
It's going all right. It's just kind of uneventful. I was supposed to do work for Jimmy today and the Four Sisters. I'm not really looking forward to doing that.
Oh yeah, is he gonna fuck you and 4 broads today?
So
he's gonna go at you and 4 sisters.
He has plans to basically take the 4 water heaters and throw them in the tip and put 4 new ones in. I think
you said something about getting down with some sisters.
I'm gonna take 4 water heaters and make a jacuzzi.
Okay, I get you. Link, Rachel.
Hillbilly jacuzzi.
Are you gonna scrap them? Get some money?
They're probably full of calcium buildup, so they're probably not worth much right now.
Calcium buildup? What are you talking about?
He has a well.
Cereal, get a little bit extra
he has
calcium?
A well there, and the problem is it's hard water, and
you should
calcium
scrape that off.
Big
Michelle,
money these days, Michelle. You're looking at least a couple grand in calcium there.
Yeah, you can sell it to a dentist office.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, probably he could. I don't think a dentist would want calcium, but maybe a chemical plant might want it.
Oh, that's what's used for teeth, Michelle. If you lose a tooth, you put your tooth in a glass of milk because of the calcium.
If Michelle thinks that they could be used at a chemical plant, maybe Homeless Mike knows a guy or two that could turn that into a chemical.
It's a thought.
Probably can make calcium caltrate, which could be used for bones.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's people out there that need some bones, maybe a boner.
Where's Mike at, Michelle? Is he in the apartment?
He's on the couch.
Oh, nice.
Wake that lazy bum up and tell him he needs to go get a job.
Tommy's got to start scraping some.
He wanted to
calcium.
ask Jimmy today if he could help him with the project, and I was gonna say, you got to ask him yourself. Yeah, you're supposed to come
Michelle,
this afternoon.
What does homeless Mike usually do at 10:30 a.m.?
Well, most people sleep.
No, actually, most people are working right now.
Yeah. Well, it depends on which time zone.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
even Skynet's on the West Coast right now. It's like 7:30 in the morning for him. He's awake.
Yeah.
Or something like that, right? Are you in Western right now?
I'm actually
Central?
asleep right now. This is pretty.
But most people in
awkward, but I'm
Japan are still asleep or just barely getting up by now.
Yeah. I got like 3 hours myself, so yeah.
I guess something like that. I was a bit annoyed that OBS was set to follow YouTube recommended streaming guidelines for streaming rate and all that. But the problem was the recommended guidelines were like too much for my internet to deal with, so it turned last night's gaming stream into a flip book. And after my character Brylan finally got to level 18, it was like, oh man, this sucks. No one even saw her get the level up. Unless they're watching the slow stop action show, which looked like crap. So then I had an idea for an interesting machinima, which was where Brylan is looking at me and, talking to me in her little bubbles there about what's going on. And I'm trying to argue with her about what's going on. And I think it'd be kind of interesting to see what happens. We could also get Bakil and Valenia involved. But that gets really complicated because if I could separate the characters and put a green screen behind them, maybe I could have been easier to kind of put them all in the same scene together.
Send me the link again, Rachel says, Michelle.
Yeah, she wants to join, and I sent her the link, which is right below the screen there.
Oh, yeah, you did. I don't have Nightbot. I have Nightbot.
That's right. She doesn't read Nightbot, does she?
I don't know.
So she doesn't read Nightbot. She would never see the link because
she probably thinks that Nightbot is African American and is scared to death of him.
Yeah. I'll post it in the chat.
I don't think that's that at all. I think it's just that.
You don't think so?
She finds Nightbot annoying.
Because it's black.
So she probably blocked Nightbot. So
she blacked him.
She blacked him. Blacklisted him.
No, she just blocked Nightbot because a lot of channels have Nightbot. So
is Mr. Ed coming?
What's that? I don't know. I don't know yet. I just tried to call his number. He's not answering.
I heard Ed was like a horse. Is that true?
No, he's not like a horse.
What's he more like? What would you put him as?
Hey, wait a minute. Google moderator team again. What are they
Google
doing here?
moderator what he thinks of Mr. Ed.
So the Google moderator team's hiding around here?
What do you say?
All right, it's my landlord. I gotta call.
Your landlord is the Google moderator?
No.
Jimmy is the Google moderator?
What's that?
Jimmy's the Google moderator. That's crazy.
I'm already live on the show, Jimmy, but Mike wanted to ask you a question. Homeless Mike, he's looking for work too. He wanted to know if you could use his help also.
I don't want that.
Hold on, let me talk to him. Hold on a minute. Mike, hold on a minute. This is a terrible day for me. Hold on a minute here. Oh,
Yeah, you got to get up. You've gotten up like 3 times. I know, Michelle. It fucking sucks. You had to get up 3 fucking times. What a
I'm
goddamn
actually
tragedy.
surprised that homeless Mike wants to work.
You want to know if you can help Jimmy on the job?
He just wants money, bro. He's not doing it for free. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Well, nobody works for free. Unless you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you needed help with. Like, you said you need.
And you get to blow me.
Like, is it a smart idea letting your landlord know that the person that's not supposed to be there is at your house?
All right. Right. What is he doing now?
All right, you asked bloody hell! Oh,
I don't know what Michelle's gonna do. Like, she can't haul a goddamn water heater. Like, what is?
Okay.
Wonder what he's gonna have her do.
Ouch! Now I have to get ready to get going.
Oh,
I
shit.
told him. I said I'd be free by 12. It's only 10:47, and already he's.
He probably wants to get it done with, Michelle. He doesn't want to sit around all day, and he probably wants to get it done. You said you got like an hour drive, right?
It's like an hour drive, yeah.
Yeah. So by the time you get out there, it'll be noon. I mean, if you waited for you to be done by noon,
I know, but it means that the live show's
going
going to be cut a little short, so I guess we're going to have to do that.
Eat already?
So everybody, I'll see you tonight at 7:00.
Oh shit! All right.
All right. So see you later tonight, guys. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I guess I gotta get going, guys. I swear to God, this landlord is in a different time zone. So everybody, I have to go all the way to Stockbridge, so I'm not gonna be able to talk much longer. So everybody, I will talk to you tonight at 7:00. I should be here by then. Sorry about the show being preempted. It's just that I have to get ready to this job for the yellow landlord. All right. So I'll see you tonight, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. All right.